Hello students, today we are going to deal with the subject that is management concepts in organizational behavior. I, Dr. Priyaraj Butolia, Assistant Professor, Bora Institute of Management Sciences, will deal with the topic that is Maslow's theory of motivation. It is a very interesting theory of motivation, so let's discuss this theory. What is motivation? The process that accounts for an individual's intensity, direction and persistence of efforts towards attaining a goal. Motivation is actually a process which tries to stimulate an individual. It somewhere gives a push to the intensity of an individual and for the attainment of a particular goal. Now here you can see three words involved. The first is intensity, second is direction and third is persistent. Intensity means how hard a person tries. Direction is the benefit or the beneficial goal. The persistence is how long a person tries. All the three terminologies are very important for attainment of goal, and motivation some or the other way helps in all the three terminologies, that how hard a person can try, in which direction he or she can move, as well as how long a person has to work on a specific project. So motivation plays a very important role in organizational culture. A manager has to be a good motivator for his employees, and then he can get the work done very effectively. So let's start with the Maslow's theory of motivation. The Maslow theory of motivation was given by Abraham Maslow. His tenure was 1908 to 1970. The introduction of the theory. The Maslow's hierarchy of need is a motivational theory in psychology comprising of 5-tier model of human behavior, often depicted as hierarchical लेवल विद अ पिरामिड. मैस्लो हायरार्की थ्योरी जो है वो एक साइकोलॉजी थ्योरी है जो 5 फेजेस में या 5 स्टेजेस में डिवाइड की गई है, एंड इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ पिरामिड. फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ द हायरार्की अपवर्ड्स द नीड्स आर फिजियोलॉजिकल, सेफ्टी, सोशल, एस्टीम एंड सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन. In the pyramid form, the needs are classified into 5 categories. The very important and the basic need is the physiological need. The second need is at the second last bottom is the safety need, then is the social need, followed by the self-esteem and self-actualization. So here Maslow has divided the human need into 5 categories on the basis of their priorities of need. The theory states that humans are motivated to fulfill their needs in an hierarchical order. Maslow ने कहा है कि जो ह्यूमन है उसकी नीड्स हैं एक पर्टिकुलरली हायरार्की में या पर्टिकुलरली लेवल्स में डिफाइन की गई है, जिसमें उन्होंने सबसे बेसिक नीड जो है वो पिरामिड के बॉटम में रखकर सबसे हाईएस्ट नीड जो है सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन उसको टॉप ऑफ द पिरामिड में रखकर उन्होंने कहीं ना कहीं ये दिखाया है कि सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट कौन सी नीड है एंड सबसे लास्ट प्रायोरिटी जो होती है वो जनरली ह्यूमन बींग्स की क्या है, तो उसे क्लियरली डिपिक्ट किया है विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ डायग्राम. Needs lower down in the hierarchy must be satisfied before the individuals can attend to the needs higher up. According to Maslow's, the need which is at the bottom of the pyramid are of utmost important. सबसे पहले bottom of the pyramid की needs fulfill होना चाहिए, और जैसे ही नीचे या फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड फुलफिल होती है धीरे धीरे इंसान की नीड्स चेंज होती है, एंड देन इट मूव्स ऑन सेफ्टी, सोशल, एस्टीम एंड देन सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू मैस्लोस जो नीड है उसका एक सेट ऑफ पिरामिड है और ज़रूरतें जो हैं वो उस पिरामिड के हिसाब से होती हैं, उस हायरार्की लेवल के हिसाब से होती हैं. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट ही वांट्स टू से. हियर ह्यूमंस आर मोटिवेटेड टू फुलफिल देयर नीड्स इन एन हायरार्कियल ऑर्डर. It was introduced, the theory was introduced in 1954 by Maslow in the book known as Motivation and Personality. तो जो मैस्लो की हायरार्की थ्योरी है वो 1954 में दी गई और जिस बुक में ये हायरार्की थ्योरी मेंशन्ड है दैट इज मोटिवेशन एंड पर्सनालिटी थ्योरी। साथ ही साथ मैस्लो का ये कहना है, ही वांट्स टू से कि जब तक बेसिक नीड्स फुलफिल नहीं होगी human beings cannot be motivated by the other needs. So the most important part is you should fulfill the person's basic physiological needs या survival needs जिसको हम कहते हैं। अगर वो needs fulfill होती है then people will move to the up of the pyramid. It has also been stated that the needs are here arranged in a particular order, in a particular sequence और आपको वही sequence को follow करना है whenever you want to motivate your employee in an organization. So these are the concepts of Maslow's in the hierarchy of need. As you can see in the diagram, the Maslow's hierarchy of need, at the bottom you can see of the pyramid, that is the basic physiological need. It is also known as the survival need. This need is at the bottom because it is of utmost importance. अगर इंसान की बेसिक सर्वाइवल या फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स कंप्लीट नहीं होगी, आगे के पिरामिड्स की नीड के लिए इंसान बहुत मेहनत नहीं करेगा. सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज द बेसिक फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स. अब इन नीड्स में कौन सी चीज़ें कंसिस्ट होती है, विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट पीपीटी या नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. नाउ द बेसिक फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स आर द नीड्स that have to be done or that have to be attained for the survival and physiological factors. The second is the safety needs. When the physiological needs are fulfilled, according to Maslow's, the human beings strive for the safety needs. He wants to say that when a person is feeling hungry or he is thirsty, he will think of the food or water. But when his basic needs like hunger or thirst is fulfilled, he will go for the second hierarchy, that is a safety need. So without fulfilling the basic needs, the person won't think of the safety needs. So according to him, the second priority is of the safety needs. As the safety needs are fulfilled, the person will strive for the social needs. After completing the two bottom needs, the person will share some social feelings, some bondings with the people around, and then he'll be having a feeling to be loved by somebody, cared by somebody. And ये तभी possible है जब इंसान की basic physiological and social needs, safety needs fulfill हो जाती है, and then he can move on to the third stage, that is the social needs. Unless and until the two bottom needs are not fulfilled, the person will not be motivated for the social needs according to Maslow. The fourth is the self-esteem needs. According to Maslow, after fulfilling the three needs, the person will strive for the self-esteem need. And finally is the self-actualization need. So here the pyramid is divided into 5 stages and 5 tiers. First is the basic physiological needs, which is very important for the basic survival of an individual. After completing or fulfillment of the need, the person will strive for safety need. Then after safety needs or the fulfillment of safety need, the person will strive for the social need or social affection, care. After completing all the 3 phases, he or she will strive for the esteem needs, and finally the person will go for the self-actualization need. So here the Maslow has divided the human needs into 5 categories. Now according to Maslow, the self-actualization is a healthy individual's prime motivation. When the person is satisfied with all the things, finally he wants to be recognized, he wants to be appreciated, and there somewhere he wants to complete the need of self-actualization. So let's see all this tiers in detail, all these stages in detail of Maslow. Now here let's start with the physiological need, that is at the lowest, at the bottom of the pyramid. Now what is all about physiological needs? Physiological need is at the top priority of a human being. जब तक रोटी कपड़ा मकान ये नीड्स पूरी नहीं हो पाती है, इंसान आगे के बारे में नहीं सोच सकता है. So according to Maslow, when your physiological needs are completed, then only you can think for the above needs. Actually these needs are the most essential things for survival. इनके बिना आप नहीं रह सकते हैं. You can talk about air, you can talk about water, food or sleep. These are the things, अगर इसमें से कोई भी एक चीज़ लैक करती है लाइफ में, you cannot survive. If you are not having an adequate sleep in a particular night, next day you will be feeling very restless, you will be feeling very sleepy. If you are very thirsty, if you don't get water, actually you will be feeling like कि कब पानी मिल जाए. If you are hungry, you cannot concentrate on your work, you feel like having something. So these are the categories of the basic survival needs. These are the things जिसको सबसे पहले अगर आप किसी को motivate करना है तो you need to provide this basic things to an individual. It has also been said that these are the biological needs of an individual. These are the needs which are automatically generated from an individual. It is not intentional. If we feel thirsty, we need water. If we feel sleepy, we want to go to sleep. So these are the things which are actually biological. Now here, as we have already discussed, like if a person is hungry, he cannot concentrate on his work. If he'll get something to eat, then only he'll do his work or he will complete his work. So according to Maslow, physiological needs are the basic needs that are survival needs, and that should be fulfilled at that most priority. So in terms of organization, a manager should concentrate on these basic needs first to motivate an employee. Some of the examples of physiological needs are air, food, shelter, clothing, warmth, sleep. So these all are the things which are included in physiological needs. I hope it's clear on my part. The second need is the safety and security need. You have seen in the pyramid, after fulfillment of basic physiological needs, the person will strive for the safety needs. Now what are the safety needs? The safety needs includes safety from any injury or security, the freedom from fear or any kind of protection when after completing their survival needs. So now here the person will strive for his safety and the safety of his family too. Now safety need is basically the need which is created in an individual because of the physical danger or self preservation. Here you can also say that a person wants to experience some order, some predictability and control in their lives, and it also gives you the safety or security in terms of emotional factors, in terms of financial factors, in terms of law and order, as well as from freedom from fear, social security, then proper health, property, some or the other way, pension, insurance or a well-being of an individual. These all are things which are included in safety and security needs. So here when the first need is completed, the person will go for the safety of his or her family. In organization generally, managers need to focus on the safety and security needs. Here in terms of organization, a manager can give some positively safety needs. He can motivate an employee with some positively safety needs, like he can go for some particular pension plans for his employees, or he can give some insurance plan, he can frame some insurance plans for his employees. So positively he can provide them some safety protection. In terms of negative, he can provide a fear of fire or demotion or laid off. These are some of the negative aspects in the terms of which the employee or the human being can be motivated. So in terms of organization, first you need to complete or you need to fulfill his physiological or the basic needs, and then on the second priority are the safety and the security needs. Third, very important, is the social need. Social need is a part of our life. As man is a social animal, we need to feel, we need care, we need support, we need love, and this is a basic important thing for which we are in a society. So, social need is at the third stage of Maslow's theory. He says that when the physiological needs, the safety needs are fulfilled, the human being will strive for the social needs. Here the social needs consist of belongingness, love, affection and recognition. Here the person or an individual will strive for some of the people who belongs to his family or who belongs to his society, who care for him, who loves him, and here actually we tries to develop an emotional relationship with people. We want to be cared. Here it also says that non-satisfaction of these needs sometimes leads to depression, anxiety or some type of mental health which can cause a huge damage to an individual. So people generally has this kind of social needs very important in their life, because to overcome some kind of depression or stress, people want some or the other one to be around him or her, so he can be taken care of. It is also said that in terms of organization, if any of the term or any of the needs are lacking in an individual, employees try to remain happy in terms of informal group. एम्प्लॉयज़ को अगर किसी भी चीज़ की कमी महसूस होती है तो उसे कहीं ना कहीं कवर अप करने के लिए ही और शी ट्राइज टू create some informal groups in which they can feel happy, they can feel supportive, and that is the only reason informal groups plays a very important role in an organization. So according to him, friendship, family, social and community group, affection, care and belongingness, these are the social needs which you can see in the organization as well as in the society. Having social connection is related to the physical health, and if you don't have any social connections, some of the people might suffer from huge mental illness. So here it is the very important part of our life, as it has been already said that as man is a social animal, we need people around, we need to feel connected with people. So social need is at the third stage of the Maslow's hierarchy theory. Let's see the fourth stage. The fourth stage is the self-esteem stage. Self-esteem stage is basically the involvement or the desire of a particular individual to feel good about ourselves. If the person is very much happy in its own way, he or she may have completed the need of self-esteem. The feeling of self-confidence or feeling good about oneself is very important in life. If we are self-confident, if we are very happy in our life, actually we can gain much of the things which is not there or we feel lack of. So that is very important, and the self-esteem needs are actually categorized in two parts. First is the self-confidence or feeling about oneself, and second is the feeling valued by others. Here firstly the person wants to love himself or herself, recognize himself or herself, respect himself or herself, and second, he wants to be valued by others. He needs recognition by others, he needs to be recognized in his work. So here the self-esteem needs are divided into two parts, one by his own behalf and second by the people who are around him or her. Now here you can see two type of esteem needs. One is internal esteem needs and the other one is external esteem needs. In internal esteem needs, we can see self-respect, confidence, competence, achievement and freedom. With the help of internal esteem needs, the person can have a self-confidence and he can feel respected. With the help of external esteem needs, he feels valued, which includes recognition, power, status, attention, admiration. Some people actually feel that people should admire him or her, recognize his work, so they feel that their esteem needs are fulfilled. Generally, when the bottom of the three levels are fulfilled, the person tries to achieve the self-esteem needs, and it plays a very prominent role in an individual's life. Sometimes the person will improve the skills by taking part in academic profession or by playing some particular athletic game or have a team involvement and participation in some professional activities. So, person can fulfill this esteem needs with the help of internal and external factors. Now, here esteem and social needs together are known as physiological needs. So, at the bottom of the pyramid you can see we have the basic physiological needs, but when the social and the safety needs are included, it consists of the basic major necessity of an individual, and the social and esteem needs contributes to the psychological needs of an individual. So, here social and esteem needs are very important in part of the psychology of an human being. Let us see the last stage of self-actualization, the last stage of Maslow's hierarchy theory, that is self-actualization. That is the fifth and the last stage of the tie. Here it represents the fulfillment or the personal growth and development of an individual. If all the four needs of an individual are satisfied, the person will strive for self-actualization needs. Now here, what does self-actualization means? Self-actualization is to maximize one's potential. If a person is able to give the 100% of his energy in a particular work, he or she may achieve self-actualization. A man with higher intensity of achievement needs feels restless unless he finds it. The person who is very much passionate about his work, about his potential, about his intensity of achievement, if he won't achieve those things, he or she may feel restless. What a man can be, he must be. It is rightly said, and these are the things which the person achieves at the fourth stage of the Maslow's theory. For one person, it may be like to helping the other person. If a one person is in the terms of self-actualization need, he may be very happy helping others. But the other person on the other hand may feel happy or feel self-actualized when he is involved in some artistic field. So, there are two individuals. One is happy helping other, he feels the happiness when somebody prays or somebody says thank you. But on the other hand, the same person's self-actualization needs are when he is very creative and when he is busy in his own stuff. It also includes education, skill development, refining of talent, learning new languages, traveling, winning awards, etc. The summary of this Maslow's hierarchy need, according to the 5 tiers, what is the summary drawn out? Human beings are motivated by hierarchy of need. So, according to Maslow's, the needs are in place of hierarchy. So, we need to motivate the employee according to the hierarchy. So, from the first to the last one. The needs are organized in an hierarchy indicates that more basic needs must be more or less met prior to the higher one. So, उनके हिसाब से पहली नीड फुलफिल करना ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है, उसके बाद सेकेंड, देन थर्ड, देन फोर्थ एंड देन फिफ्थ. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द हायरार्की द नीड शुड बी फुलफिल्ड. द ऑर्डर ऑफ नीड इज नॉट रिजिड बट इंस्टेंट मे बी फ्लेक्सिबल बेस्ड ऑन द एक्सटर्नल सर्कमस्टेंसेस एंड इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंसेस. मैस्लो ने कहा है कि हमारी जो हायरार्की है वो रिजिड नहीं है, जिसकी जैसी जैसी ज़रूरतें होगी उसके हिसाब से हम उसे मोटिवेट करेंगे. एंड फाइनली the most behavior is multi-motivated and simultaneously determined by more than one basic need. कभी कभी कुछ कुछ individuals की बहुत सारी needs होती हैं and वो multi-motivated भी होता है. So, it is not accordingly कि हम पहली need ही fulfill करें. कभी कभी simultaneously you need to fulfill many needs of an individual together. Implications in terms of organization, what a manager should do to motivate an employee according to Maslow. First, the manager should pay an appropriate salary to the employee so that he can fulfill his basic need. Second, the employee should be provided with job security, safe and hygiene work environment. According to Maslow, this is a second level. Third, the management should encourage teamwork and recognize social events. So, according to the third stage of Maslow, the social needs are fulfilled with the help of teamwork and social events. Fourth, the managers can appreciate and reward employees on accomplishment. So, according to self-esteem, he should be appreciated, he should be rewarded. The management can give the desired employee higher rank position. The employees should be provided with challenging work. And finally, the manager must identify the need of an individual and he should motivate his employee according to his particular needs. Let's discuss the merits of Maslow's hierarchy theory. Maslow's hierarchy theory of motivation says that it helps the manager to understand how to motivate an employee. So, with the help of the theory, managers exactly know at what point of time the motivation is required. It is very simple, common and easily understandable theory. This theory is very easy. We can, as we understand the 5 stages, we can easily understand how to motivate an individual. It accounts for both interpersonal and intrapersonal variations in human behavior. With the help of this theory, you can see the interpersonal as well as the intrapersonal variations. क्या फ़र्क होता है ये आप easily determine कर पाएंगे human behavior में. And finally, it is dynamic because it represents the motivation as a changing force, changing from one level of need to the another. It is somewhat dynamic in nature. And last, about the demerits of the Maslow's hierarchy theory. First, the needs may not follow a definite hierarchy order. अब क्रिटिसिज्म में ये बोला गया है कि हमें जनरली देखा गया है हमने कि जो नीड्स हैं वो किसी हायरार्की में नहीं होता है, बट मैस्लो ने उसे हायरार्की में डिफाइन किया है, तो उसे कोई डेफिनेट हायरार्की ऑर्डर में आप प्लेस नहीं कर सकते. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, इवन इफ सेफ्टी नीड्स इज नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, द सोशल नीड में आकर. सेकेंड, the need priority model may not apply all the times at all places. Third, the level of motivation may be permanently lower for some people. Some people may not even feel motivated at any point of time. It is very lower in that particular sense. Another problem is there is a lack of direct cause and effect relationship between need and behavior. कभी कभी ज़रूरतें होने पर भी एक इंसान का एक ज़रूरत, एक पर्टिकुलर नीड पर डिफरेंट लोगों की डिफरेंट बिहेवियर हो सकते हैं, या पर्टिकुलर बिहेवियर पे कुछ लोगों की अलग अलग नीड्स भी हो सकती है. इसलिए देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ डायरेक्ट कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. नीड एंड सेटिस्फैक्शन इज अ साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर. इवन द पर्सन मे नॉट बी अवेयर ऑफ हिज ओन नीड्स. कभी कभी इंसान को खुद की ज़रूरतें खुद पता नहीं होती है. एंड फाइनली, दिस मॉडल इज टू रिजिड to explain the dynamic and unstable feature of employees' need. So, at the last, कहा गया है in criticism कि this model is not so suitable for each and every employee of an organization. So, today students, we have dealt with the Maslow's hierarchy theory. We have seen the 5 stages of the Maslow's hierarchy need. The first is the physiological, second is the safety, third social, fourth self-esteem, and lastly the self-actualization need. With the help of this theory, we can easily motivate our employees. Thank you students. Have a nice day.